Well, spring break is in full swing, as you know, and there are plenty of things going on, a lot of fun things, in fact, to do just across our border. And joining us here in studio this morning with details on the activities happening in Mexico, Enrique Rangel Rodriguez is joining us here in studio. He is with the Tijuana Tourism and Convention Committee. Enrique, good morning, buenos dias, good to have you.
Good morning, Elizabeth. Thank you for having me. We are very excited to be here. So
yes,
to have the opportunity to speak to your audience.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's, you know, our sister state, our sister city, right? Tijuana.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the different things that families can do. Obviously, the first thing that a lot of families, I think, from San Diego or from Southern California, they always think of safety. Is it safe? Talk to us about this program that exists in Mexico, as I understand it. It's called the Spring Break Travel Safety Program.
Yes, thank you. We have this coordinated safety operation, which is led by the state government of Baja California, and the city of Tijuana is very active participating in there. So the main objective of this program is that all the people who visit us return safely to their home and have the best experience. We will have increased presence of officers in highways, beaches, and some key tourist destinations.
Okay, so everyone, you're saying, like in Tijuana, from authorities to different business groups, are aware it is spring break season here, right? And so there's going to be a lot more travel. What are some of the things going on in Tijuana that families, let's say, can get involved? Let's start with some unique things I understand that Tijuana has to offer.
Yes. Thank you for asking that. We have 3 professional teams in Tijuana, Cholos Quincles in football, soccer, the Toros of Tijuana, which is baseball, and Zonkis, which is basketball. Also, people who visit us has the opportunity to be and live these high-end experiences all year round. We have also the most important cultural center in the Northwest in Mexico, Centro Cultural of Tijuana. It gives to the people who visit us the opportunity to explore art and be aware of the exhibitions that are over there, and make them some giving them information about history of Tijuana too.
Yeah.
So this is a very cultural and creative hub that we have over there. So we will be very happy to having all the visitors that we can. Cultural
and creative hub. There's sports you mentioned, and I heard there is a museum called the Museum del Taco. Right?
Yeah.
Look at this. I'm holding up a T-shirt, and we're actually looking at some footage too of some of the different things. But tell me about the Museo del Taco. Here's the T-shirt. Look at this.
Yes, that's one of a kind project. It's one of the newest in the town. It has 9 immersive rooms about the taco. It's honoring and celebrating this Mexico's most important dish.
Yeah.
So we are very proud to have it. It engages all the senses of the visitors, whether you visit the charcoal room or the corn room where you can make your own tortilla over there. So you will be able to see through this. And actually, my favorite room is the salsa taco, which is well, it has play music about salsa and
I thought you meant salsa to put on the taco, but it's salsa music. I see.
Well, the salsa from the taco, but they make like this mix or with these 2 things. So
it sounds fun. It sounds also that Tijuana has certainly put a lot of effort in trying to attract people, because a lot of times families will pass Tijuana and they'll go down further south, either to Rosarito or Ensenada, and maybe even beyond, right? So there's been a real effort, from what I understand, to get people to stay in Tijuana. And I think there's always that fear that, you know, Americans have or U.S. citizens have, that is it safe? I do want to ask you about driving in Tijuana. Is it safe? What tips do you have for those who might want to travel into the city?
Well, thank you for asking that too. We are very honored to have people who visit us in the city. There are like some really quick tips. Tijuana is a safe place to visit. I would like that everybody, I'm just trying to do this to sees Tijuana as the way I see it. So I'm going to give you some quick tips when you visit, or all the visitors come to Tijuana. So the first one is to plan your crossing, to border crossing. You will have to get your documents ready and updated in order to make the border crossing process faster and expedite this. To stay in main areas too, that is important in order that you don't get any incident. Use trusted transportation and services too. It's important because some people doesn't know how to do that, and just be aware that you will have to find this in order that you don't have any problem.
You're saying that there should be no issue with using transportation?
Yeah.
Okay.
So be mindful of your belongings too. Keep them with you.
Yeah, it sounds very, you know, a lot of it is common sense, right? Make sure you have your documents in place.
Yeah.
Stay in areas that are well known, right?
Yes.
Don't venture off, and stay on the main roads, perhaps. Maybe, you know, have your destination planned out.
Yeah, there is actually a tourist assistant line, the 07A. Whenever you are in Baja California, you can dial it. This is a information line that is operated by the California Ministry of Tourism. Actually, the mayor of Tijuana, Ismael Burgueño, just relaunched this past Friday an emergency button app through an application. So I recommend to the people to come down there, that download this application, and you will get the response faster than.
Yeah, having an app is always helpful, right?
Yeah.
That will help facilitate if you have any questions or concerns or need help. Enrique, thank you for coming by. I know you mentioned the Museum del Taco. There are many other cultural and sport events that Tijuana is offering for folks who want to explore and go down to Tijuana and spend some time there. I'd love to have you back on a different day as we go along here, and as we understand the city of Tijuana trying to make improvements and really make the draw.
Thank you again for having me.
Okay.
We invite all your audience to visit us. We are around the corner.
Yeah.
We are sister cities, and we'll be very glad to have you over there.
Okay. Maybe on another time we'll talk about the border crossing and the roads and the improvements that are being made, because we're always we love to get updates on that. And
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.